Hi, good morning. Um, I just want to let you know I came up with some fantastic insight, and I spoke with other ALS patients like myself, and this is something that we've been talking about that I really want to put in effect for us patients through the ALS Association and with their help. I'm hoping they will reach out and run with this where I feel it will be so successful for all us patients that's lacking in the ALS community. And what I would like to start brand new is the ALS hotline. And how we would go about doing that is that we would like to start out 7 to 3, 3 to 11, and 11 to 7. We want 24-hour hotline for those patients that are being diagnosed with this disease and walking out of the doctor's office with no numbers and no help and waiting 3 to 4, 5 months sometimes before they even go into the clinic. We're going to eliminate all that with this hotline. And how we're going to do this is that us patients ourselves are going to be on the other end of that phone. Not only with the patients calling in, they will have compassion, understanding like no other of what that person on the other line is going through. We will have all the numbers, the research, chaplains, OT, PT, speech therapists, any kind of questions that they have, because I can't tell you from being a patient that when I walked out there, my whole life changed on a dime. And I did not have any of this available to me until I went to the clinic 6 months later. So it is a very, very scary feeling, and I never want to see anybody experience that ever again. So my whole goal here is beyond the Ice Bucket Challenge is to start in Massachusetts and let's set up ALS hotline. I would like to get all the documentation from doctors that are the neurologists that are going to give the patients, unfortunately, this diagnosis, our phone number when they walk out of the office. Now when they go home and they have all those questions, they don't have to wait. They can call our hotline, and we will be able to just talk to them from personal experience is going to be huge. And not only that, are we going to have all the answers that they might be asking. And if we don't at that time, we will take their name and number and we will immediately get back to them within 24 hours. This is what I would like to do. This is how we're going to get the awareness out more than once every year with the Ice Bucket. And I really, really feel together with the ALS Association, myself, and other ALS patients, not only will this help them look forward to getting up during the day and being a part of the community again and giving back what we did for our whole life and not being just stuck at home. I believe that once we put this out there and put it all together, it's going to take some time, that we will have more volunteers than we could ever ask for to cover all those shifts so that not one ALS patient ever has to walk out of that office with no support.
And the support group.
And yes, and this was another thing that I found that I've been running into, and as I've been talking with other ALS patients, we need a support group. We need every 2 weeks to have a church hall or somewhere that only ALS patients can come, and we can all share tips, sadness, joy, success, what they have tried, what has worked and what hasn't worked. And we could all be on the same page. And then we can also try to set up someone that's a sponsor for them. If they feel like they can't make it through the week or they feel like they can't wait for the clinic, instead of the hotline, I would like to have a couple of sponsors for this support group that people can contact. And by having this support group, we have conferences, and ALS Association already has conferences set up for the OTs to talk, the PTs to talk, the doctors, the research, which is awesome, absolutely awesome for the information. But us patients really need to speak to each other. We need to really bounce our joys, our success, and our sorrows. And we need to be around each other for that support. Right now, we're walking this alone, but by the time I'm done, we are going to be one walking this together.